afternoon. Today is September 2nd, 2025. Just on my lunch break again. It's 1 p.m. right now, so I'm just chilling outside, getting some sun like usual. So today I got a quick little topic. My topic is gonna be how to understand your own trauma. I think we go through a lot of things in this life, and we tend to ignore the things that happen to us. Like even if it's from when you were a child, when you were in school, when you were in college, whatever it might be, when you had a bad job, when you had a bad experience with a girl, anything like that, bad friendship, these kind of things tend to linger if they're not dealt with. So we kind of just ignore them, put them in our back pocket, like, it's over now, I don't have to deal with this, or I don't even really care anymore. So it's like, it is what it is, which is okay. If that's how you want to live life, that's also okay. We're here to learn. That's my biggest thing. I always like to learn from a situation that I go through. So when I go through trauma these days, or I've been in the process of just going back in time and thinking about kind of the things that I've also been through, like the relationships, the bad jobs, the school, all those things have taught me a lot about myself. And the step to understand your trauma is to be honest with yourself, like anything else. Honesty is the best policy. They say this, but we don't really apply it all the time. So when you do think about these things, you have to be real honest, like how did this really impact you? Like, did this really hurt your feelings and you're pretending like it didn't hurt your feelings? Which is something I do a lot, I get affected by things and I tend to shove it away or act like I don't care, like nonchalant dreadhead, whatever you want to call me, I tend to embody that sometimes and just put it to the side, but not anymore, like, yeah, like it's okay to admit that you got hurt by something, okay to admit that you were wrong. It's okay to admit that somebody did you dirty. Like, it's okay, you don't always have to take the blame for these things that go on. I don't know what this is in my head, but it's okay, I'm not stressing about it. It's just a bug. So I've been learning now to kind of let go of those things, but the first step is to understand it. You can't let go of something without understanding it. So you hold on to these things for however long, like you've shoved it away for, but when it's time to deal with it, I advise you to sit down with yourself and really be honest. Like, this thing really did hurt me. Like, why did it hurt me? Like, when did this start? Why did this happen? What is God trying to teach me about myself through these experiences? That's the number one question I always go back to. What is God trying to teach me through this experience? So I advise you to, whatever you're going through, a heartbreak, a bad job, bad school, whatever it is, take a second, sit down with yourself, and just let those feelings go. You don't have to judge the feelings. Just let the feelings go and try to understand what's actually going on. So that's it. That's all I got about trauma. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's late. It might be hard for some people. It might be easy, But the biggest thing is to not ignore how you truly feel, It is important at the end of the day. We've been given this body, this life for a reason. And for us to understand these things, we have to sit down with ourselves and be honest. And I don't know if this guy's still in my head, but he's not, So you guys have a good rest of your day. That's my 3 minutes up, Catch y'all another time. Peace.